Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all you smart marks. I'm Richie Moon,
I'm Kayfabe AJ.
I'm Kayfabe Focus.
and this is Kayfabe Avenue. I don't even know where the yee came from, but I felt a little yee in my system. One time for the
You
one
had to
time,
you had
man.
to run back the yeet. It's been a minute since we've been,
You know what I
you haven't
mean?
run back a yeet up in here.
You know what I mean? You got me, all gas, no brakes. You know what
All right, so what do you want
yeah.
to talk about?
Today let's talk about, man. Let's talk this WWE Unreal, man. What do you guys think about this, man? I think for hardcore fans like us, I personally don't think it does anything for us. It's cool because we get to see some insights, but what I can say actually in defense of it, and I said this last season, I know some people that they watch wrestling because I do, but they definitely understood and respected wrestling a lot more after watching WWE Unreal because like they seen the backstage, the interconnections, the hierarchy, you know what I'm saying, the creativity, you know what I'm saying? Like they seen the effort that it went to making WWE Unreal. So what do you guys think?
I think this year they presented it a lot better than the first season because the first season I feel like they tried to expose a little bit too much.
Mm.
This season was like, we're gonna show you bits and part of this storyline, and I think, like you said, for people who like us who've been 20 plus years watching this, I think we can tell that even some of this was still a work. Not, I can't go in watching this whole show and say, oh yeah, were completely honest. They showed everything behind it. This is exactly how it goes. The
Right,
the
right,
the
right.
planning, yes. The what goes into it as far as creating the storyline, keeping secrets, letting people in, running the spots. Yeah, I see that as being the honest part of what the show is supposed to be about.
Mhm.
But this whole R-Truth storyline, the way Triple H just came off very gaslighty. Did we need three scenes of him telling R-Truth, hey, I hope there's no hard feelings and things are this is probably a good opportunity. How many times did you have to drill that in to R-Truth? Were you drilling into R-Truth, or were you strategically placed in front of these Unreal cameras and wanted to hammer it in to save face because you guys did business with R-Truth in a
Not
different way
see.
than usual?
Right, right,
Now,
right, right.
R-Truth did let on and say that he had a lawyer doing his negotiations, which is the first time he's done it in his whole career. And
Mm.
knowing that most contracts run from a year to maybe 5 max, he's been around 20 plus years. This is probably his 5th contract. So they probably were like, "Oh, he pulled in a lawyer. He's not speaking for himself." You guys tried to let him go because of his age. He's not, worth it to you guys as far as screen time and a spot. Yes, a comedic value here and there, but everything that's happened since they've re-signed Truth goes to show that WWE just did this to save face.
Right.
Triple H going in 3 times in the same episode, trying to hammer in the fact that this was all just business, that they're happy he's
Mhm.
here, whatever. Bullshit. What I will say is, last week we just saw the clip of Road Dogg speaking on the R-Truth thing. I kind of went off, and I'll retract my little bit of outrage towards the clip because like we did allude to, we
See the
should
full
see this in
context.
full context.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
with the full context, yes, there's love there. There's real friendship, appreciation from R-Truth's part on Road Dogg bringing him into the company and into the long term career. But I can't help but still feel, even though maybe the words were genuine, the tears were not. I don't
Acceptable.
feel like the tears were genuine. Road
Acceptable.
Dogg
Where focus with you?
I think
Focus. What you
Road
think
Dogg
about
did a
that?
little bit of some shitty acting to kind of hammer in that WWE weren't the bad guys in this situation. I'm sorry, but telling somebody we're gonna let your contract run out without speaking to you in hopes that you come speak to us, that makes no sense. You should be sending a memo. Hey, you have not spoken to us. Your contract is coming down in 10 days, in 20 days, whatever it is. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
there's been no negotiation back and forth. Your termination date is X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
That's how companies run shit.
Typically.
Typically, I mean, I've been a manager in a lot of situations, a part of hiring and firing in places that I've been. And every process through negotiation, through everything, there's an HR process that lets you have clear understanding of
Right.
where we're going or where we stand.
The
So
communication should have been clear. The communication should have been clear.
and to
Focus.
say
What
that
you
he ran to Twitter or he ran to social media to talk about it. I mean, what else do? You didn't
what else
give
do you
me
do?
notice. You didn't give me notice. So how am I expect the fans to get notice in the right way from me? So yeah, like focus what you thought about it.
I mean, I clearly there's a complete lack of communication between the company and Mr. Ron Cena. So that needs to get addressed. You know, I believe that maybe the lawyer was playing hardball a little bit too much, and WWE was like, "Fuck it," and they just let him go. But they realized they had to turn around and come back to the table and get our truth in. Whether he's worth it or not is up to debate with the fans. I haven't seen any type of booking where it seems like our truth is gonna be any moving piece and the factor of the storylines that's going forward. It just seems like he's just in there like probably like once every 2 weeks or something. And I don't think that's a good and I
Right.
don't think that's a good investment if they really spent so much money to bring him back. For that, we could have just kept carrying Cross.
Right,
Free carry across.
right.
Bring back the
Which
carry.
already had momentum going into whatever they would have used them for. I agree.
Mm.
I agree with Focus. The what Ron our truth
Oh,
said on he was on the Breakfast Club the other
I
day.
didn't see that, but I seen that he was on it though. I didn't catch it though.
It was a good episode. He was basically speaking up on Real and his part on the show, and
Uh,
he maintained like, hey, I went to social media. I felt like it was terminated. This time I was out of negotiation. I let my lawyer handle it, and the way it looked like you're telling if you're in negotiation with my lawyer
uh,
and I get a phone call on the other side saying I got like we're done, but we're in negotiation, I'm gonna feel like you fired me. So he doubled up on that sentiment, which doubled down on my feeling that Unreal is unreal in a lot
yeah,
of the
it's a
handling
name.
of the situations. This was a
It's a name.
situation where you knew the fans feel a way going into this whole dialogue of seeing what's going to happen with our truth and
You
what
know
happened
what?
behind
I
the
don't.
scenes.
I don't think they. I don't think WWE anticipated fan backlash like that. That's the
Of
part I
course
don't
not.
think they anticipated.
Of
I
course
think
not.
they probably expected like a little skirmish, but like the way that the fans and maybe I think also fellow his his coworkers, his fellow WWE superstars, I don't think they expected that. I think that's what kind of made them like curve a bit because clearly they have no plans for it. Uh,
Like Titus O'Neil that are still on the payroll as ambassadors, and
mhm.
all they do is represent the company on tours and charitable events and stuff like this. Somebody like our truth doesn't deserve that kind of transition. He doesn't
That's true.
deserve to at least be an ambassador. So that's why it was a harder feeling that
Hmm.
even talent felt it because it's like, dog, you just did that to R-Truth. 20 plus years in the business, in
Right.
this company specifically, 20 plus years.
Without
I think Unreal exposed. I think unintentionally exposed a lot of things. I mean, as hardcore wrestling fans, I think Michael Hayes is a jabroni. I've met him a couple of years ago. I think he's a jabroni. Whatever. It's just like for him to say the thing that he said about Chelsea Green, and
Oh,
then
that was
that's just
disrespectful to me,
like
to Chelsea, this wrestling
to this
business.
wrestling business.
Now let's put a disclaimer here because Chelsea Green made it clear. WWE isn't real life to her. It's a
Right.
job, and what's happening outside of WWE is her real life, which is the
Yeah.
most professional way that you can go into this
Handle that.
business and handle a situation like that.
Mhm.
Chelsea don't give a fuck. Why? She's building a mansion thanks to this WWE contract and the position that they feel she's in.
Right.
As a fan, though, that's
Disrespectful.
disrespectful because we're invested in Chelsea. Yeah,
Right.
she comes off comedic, but we believe it when she wins.
Right.
There's ways to get her to the mountaintop without her legitimately dominating a Rhea Ripley or dominating a Stephanie Vaquer or whoever it is, a EO. There's ways around that. Does
It's
she
like
not have
sometimes.
a heel stable currently that could get her these wins?
Right.
Put her in these positions? The most revealing part is you keep
Mhm.
Chelsea in the mid card. Unreal exposed this. You keep Chelsea in the mid card. You have a board with names. Your division is so small because you're keeping these people in certain ways. If you elevate Chelsea, that opens up so many avenues for her to work with other people. She doesn't have to be a dominator. She
Right.
just has to continue to do what she's been doing.
Do what she does.
A
Right.
comedian, a storyteller, a great actress,
And it's
engaging.
not like she can't go. I mean, sometimes WWE they when you look at what they're doing on TV and then you look at Unreal, sometimes it goes like this because in the same breath, oh, she's not like this, and then you attempt to present
How but
Maxine,
how
and
can
it's
but hold up, not to cut you off, but how
uh,
can the same company that's doing exactly what you just said, painting her in this image, and give someone like Maxine that kind of shine, right?
mhm,
In the same documentary series that you're talking about, Chelsea shouldn't be elevated. You're showcasing Penta, who had this match with Chelsea Green, which you guys acknowledge on Unreal. And even mention how people say they should run it back, but that's a classic that they can't repeat. You know she's capable of this, but you're saying that she can't elevate?
basically you're saying she's capable of this, but you're only giving her this much to work with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're cutting her off at the knees,
It's
and this goes back to
contradictory.
exactly, it's presentation. If now you're telling me as a wrestling fan who's not, what I'm saying. Let's say I'm not I'm just this casual, this mythical casual viewer that you're trying to catch, right? I'm watching the show, and then she's mid card. Yeah, she'll never get to this level. I'm always gonna perceive her
Yeah.
like that. So why would I invest in her when I know she's only going to be here? So it's just
Now, I feel
like come on,
maybe
WWE, get it together, bro.
maybe they're trying to be smarter than the fans are. Hopefully, telling us that in Unreal and the thing that they're promoting that's gonna be advertised on Netflix. Hopefully, that's a red, well, not a red
Red
herring,
herring.
like a swerve for us that now we're like, oh, she's not elevating, and then wins the Rumble, or does something down the line that puts her in a position that the shock, because we
Right.
already got told in Unreal she's not going nowhere besides where she's at. But
And
that's
then she actually does.
wishful thinking. Hopefully, that's the purpose of saying that on a show like Unreal.
Yeah.
But for
It's
you to
like, why are
show us
you
that in your booking process, you have a board and the names for this brand new title are so limited because of your refusal to either bring people down or bring people up the card to mix it up. You rather just say, let's take the belt off Zelina Vega, who just beat it, who just won Chelsea,
Mhm.
and give it right back to Chelsea to then lose to the same group of women you just argued Chelsea already ran through.
Right. It's just like it doesn't make any sense. And I
Now
think it's
Julia is the champion again. Who does she have to fight now?
right.
The same group.
I feel like with Unreal, like they're not showing the things they actually should be showing. Like promos, how that stuff were like stuff like that's like stuff that like people can like sink this like the mythical casual viewer can
Unreal
like
should be
sink
showing
themselves into
the performance, what goes into being a WWE superstar.
getting ready for a match.
Half of the show should be in the performance center.
Exactly, because that way you can people who don't watch wrestling at all, they can relate to that. Oh, I play basketball. I know I
They should be
for this role.
showing
I
these
do that.
NXT kids.
Yeah,
They should be showing them, showing their process, how they're trying to elevate, and then show pieces of what it's like to be on the main roster. But
yeah.
you
I
should be
feel like
showing the
Unreal.
development.
And then when they get released, show them walking up to the building, putting in their code, and then be like, "What? I got cut? Nah, man."
Tell Matt Bloom I want the one.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Unreal can be good. I just feel like they actually just don't show the right parts of Unreal. Like I feel like the part they show is just like, yeah, like what, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like they I feel like they kind of miss overall. I feel like Unreal misses the mark for what they're attempting to do. As hardcore fans, we don't need it. It's whatever. But for the casual fan, I feel like they're missing the mark on a lot of ways. They're missing the mark. Mhm.
Treatment of LA Knight.
Yeah,
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I kind of see
yeah,
two sides of it.
yeah,
You know, he did what he was supposed to do. LA Knight did his job. He was told, this is what you're supposed to do. Maybe he didn't execute it to 100% like how they wanted to, but he did what
yeah,
he was supposed to do. He got the idea over. I'm referring to the Money in Bank match, the Saturday night main event. Chef Kiss perfect. It just kind of sucks. For LA Knight as a fan, it kind of sucks. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. It kind of seems like LA Knight is always gonna be. He's always gonna be one hit away. I feel like LA Knight's always kind of gonna be one hit away. So I would like, and honestly, as a fan, I love LA Knight. He, it is better when he's chasing. When he's almost there, it's great. I just want him to stay there. I don't want him. I don't want WWE knock him back down to the mid card. Like keep him up there, amongst the main eventers. But far as seeing Unreal, yeah, that was it sucks. It sucks because you can see it in his face. You can see the
Yeah,
disappointment on
the
his face.
disappointment on his face. That's what I
Yeah,
was thinking. What about you, Focus? What you
yeah.
thought about that?
so he fucked up. He was supposed to do something at the end that was booked for him to get over, and he didn't do it. He fucked up. And everybody's saying that, oh, Triple H is browbeating him. No, he was. He was being as nice as fuck. LA Knight knew he fucked up, and that's the only reason why he felt bad about it, because he already knew. Because he's not getting over. That was his spot for him. He fucked it up for himself. LA Knight felt bad for himself. And that's the only reason why you felt it, because it was him fucking up, and you already see that, he really wanted to, go over, but for some reason he forgot the ending of the match, and which was to climb opposite of the ladder with Seth Rollins and do the infamous both of us is on top of the ladder, we punch out shit. And that didn't happen this year because LA Knight didn't climb the fucking ladder. So at the end of the day, you
Yeah.
only blame it on him.
So that's why I said I'm on both sides of it. You both literally spoke my arguments. I'm on both sides. I understand Triple H's frustration because it's like when they explained the Seth Rollins injury, fake injury situation. They planned for a double pop. And God honest truth, we were all there like, oh shit, yeah, Seth Rollins out, he's gonna cash. Oh no, he's walking back. As a fan watching that, the double pop worked. We were like, oh no, he's going back. Oh shit, he threw the crutches. We popped again. When they're planning things like that, and it's to make it more memorable, and that was the whole point of LA Knight climbing up and doing that struggle moment. Seth was supposed to fall off the ladder and then stop him, and um, curb stomp him, and then get it.
And
So
then
we were
get it,
supposed to
yeah,
get that he actually touching the briefcase moment.
Mhm.
Who's to know if that wasn't one time out of a series of other times that maybe he missed the mark, or an ending didn't go. That's just one time. You feel me? It's like Jay Uso. We had a show a couple of weeks back about Jay Uso being demoted. Jay Uso had a year of a tryout. Rumble win, world title, Intercontinental title, and you notice that his physical in ring never matched what they
Unfortunately.
expected in the last season of Unreal. So by
Yeah.
this season of Unreal, he's back in the tag team division. So who's to say that this isn't a long series of maybe LA Knight misread or didn't do the exact call, or there was a miscommunication in other matches. Seth
Right.
Rollins is a perfectionist. He said that, but
Mhm.
the double pop was mostly to help LA Knight. Seth
Yeah.
won that match regardless. So for him
Right.
to come back after being the winner of the match, the crowd still went wild. The match was still a success. To still be as pissed off as he was, they were trying to make LA Knight more important. So that could probably explain to us why he's so up and down the
Yeah.
card, you know?
That's a that's a great point, and I'm glad that you brought that up. I think that's something that we can take that point and like superimpose that onto the entire thing with Unreal. I think fans too much. Oh, it's Triple H just did it. Like there are so many elements. I think that's something that Unreal exposed. There are so many elements that have injuries, miscommunications, missed spots. You know, all these
I
things that
think
go on.
that the reason that match didn't go as planned, the ladder broke by mistake. So
Luckily, they had another
they
one.
had to
You know
pull, the
what I'm saying?
producer had to tell them pull the backup ladder. Thank God we had a
Right,
backup ladder. They pulled up the
right.
backup ladder, so they had to reorganize. You got to take into consideration LA Knight is thinking about time too. We just
Mm-hmm.
lost how much time setting up another ladder. Maybe I got to rush the spot.
Right,
Who
right,
knows?
right, right. Well,
There's
yeah,
always
there's a lot of
guys like The
things.
Rock who like, fuck your time and I'm going to take an extra 15.
Oh my god. So yeah,
Right?
there's a lot of things. Yeah, yeah. But you know, it's unreal. It's in the name.
It's definitely unreal. So
It's in the name.
I think to
But
cap off, yeah, definitely some things that look like, yeah, they're being honest, and some gaslighting parts, but it's good entertainment.
what I will say is, I do think as this show goes on, I do think it will get better. I do think they'll look back. Oh, this didn't work. This works. So we'll start showing more of it. I do think it has the potential to get better as it goes on, as it should. So
I
you know,
think they
we'll see.
also need to um, take a step back and let these storylines be a year, 2 years distant memory before you expose what exactly happened. You know, and this season is only half out, so we're getting the second half of the season. I think in June or July, they said.
Mm,
What I wanted them to focus on, which I know for political reasons they didn't.
mhm.
Where was all the bullshit that happened with The Rock, Travis Scott? Why did The Rock no show Mania? That's what I wanted to see. It's unreal that they showed nothing about that.
I feel like they made it all kayfabe just because of that. They're like, "Oh yeah, we need to have
Probably.
a line
Yo, they
just to
glazed
cover
over
up."
that. They glazed over that Mania so quick. Oh, it wasn't as bro. It wasn't the match itself. We weren't mad at the match itself. We were mad at the fact that there was no Rock, no Travis. That was all pointless. And then the heel turn to follow, garbage. And they just like 1 minute explained it off and like took no accountability for the bullshit.
You know how many times I done heard the word fiend because of this sucking shit?
Yeah.
just for no fucking payoff.
No, we
How
got
you
the
gonna do
payoff
anything else for
equivalent to
that?
a wet fart. All
Yeah.
right, let's not even. Let's talk about Saturday night main event, which I will say this may have probably been one of the best Saturday night main events that they've had because sometimes it is kind of mid, but this one hit. This Saturday night main event, it hit.
In my opinion, that they only have two Saturday night main events in this last like resurgence of that brand. Cena's
Hmm.
tribute show,
Yeah,
and this one. Everything
yeah.
else was either repetitive or we're gonna give you just enough, but not pay per view level. So it's
Right, right.
so
Uh,
this
what
one
you guys think? I really appreciated that Shinsuke Nakamura AJ Styles match.
that and just the whole opener. It
The
was a
whole
match
opener
that
was
wasn't a
really good.
match.
Yeah, the match,
The
all the
next
matches were
Raw
matching. The
It was
segment.
a
wrestling was
straight up
really
fight
good.
the whole time.
I really appreciate. Again, I will say this, and I'm going to keep saying this because it rings true. I appreciate how they have brought in Trick Williams and presented him. He fit. He debuted. He made his debut 2 weeks ago. He's already in a main event scene so seamlessly. Why? Because that's how y'all presented him. Present more people like that, and we will perceive them like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good.
Good, as he should though.
Right,
You're an NXT and TNA champion by the time you
right,
hit the main roster. You should be
and
presented that way.
and he's a lemon pepper stepper.
Lemon pepper stepper.
Lemon pepper stepper. Uh-huh.
But
I
not
like it.
um no, but this event, like I said, it started off great. Jacob Fatu versus Cody just never rang the bell. It was a good brawl all throughout the whole arena and the fans. It ends with Drew McIntyre getting into the mix, throwing Cody through a table.
I've
Uh,
never I've never seen a match where two competitors enter but the other guy wins. Drew and I mean Cody and Jacob had a match, but Drew McIntyre ended up winning.
yeah. Um, I like it though because I definitely see
You say both of them. Nobody got to lose.
this
And
puts
you
more
continue.
intrigue for me because I kind of saw, especially stemming out of this main event,
Hmm.
Sammy being the winner. This gives me more intrigue for the Rumble because now it's
Yeah,
like I don't know exactly what direction they're gonna go now because I got either Jacob, LA Knight, or Roman
yeah.
Reigns winning the Rumble. Those are my three picks. But with this not being resolved between Jacob and Cody,
Hmm.
and now you throw the wrench of Sammy being the number one contender. So I don't know, like I don't see Sammy winning at the Rumble. I just see that being with the Saudi Arabian guy in the match,
Yo, you know what?
in the main event match for the
I
title.
don't
But
see Sammy winning, but it's very. I mean, yes, obviously it's possible because it happened, but I wouldn't be necessarily surprised if we got a huge swerve
and
and
the Cody
not
Jacobs
swerve.
spilled
He's not
into
swerve because he's an AEW, but like you know what I'm saying. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did give it to Sammy. You know what I'm
they
saying?
have
I
Cody
wouldn't be
and
surprised if it
Jacob
happened.
interfere at Saudi
There's a lot
Arabia
of spinning
because
plates.
they just
Jacob, Cody,
they just got interfered by Drew at Saturday Night's main event. So it's possible. A lot of spinning plates, man. So I like the
and
fact
where
they went that route.
and having it in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that, and to keep it just really, when's the
Sammy
last
wins
time?
at the Rumble. Do you think that was the moment?
I think that was planned.
Like, you think that was the moment we should have got the Sammy win? He's been the underdog for the past how many years?
I think
I get
what
the home country or
this is the
the
moment. If you're gonna pull a
background.
trigger, this is if you're gonna pull a trigger, this is kind of like you're not doing a paper event in Canada. So I think if you're gonna pull a trigger on Sami Zayn, this is the time. The timing is right. He is that guy for the spot. I'm not saying that the WWE Championship is being hot potato, but when's the last time we've seen it change this frequently? I think it adds a genuine excitement to the product. Yeah, I think it's a good time. If they're gonna do it, this is a good time to do it.
And plus, it also gives a mystique to the chase for the road for WrestleMania and everything. Nobody knows what's going on. We can't really make predictions for it. So maybe that's exactly what we need to have to shake it up. Just play hot potato for the next couple of weeks and just mix it up
I
until
think Sammy winning, that's the first time I feel uncertain this close to
Right,
Mania.
right.
Last year, the year before, it was like, we're going this way, we're going this way, we're going this way. If it wasn't for the Cody pointing at Roman and the fans doing that whole Cody Rose movement, it would have went
Mhm.
straight to the direction that we that
We
we
thought,
landed that we were gonna land at 40.
right?
41 was like, yeah, we just going straight here. And we went straight there.
Yeah,
There was no swerve. 41 honestly felt kind of lackluster to me in comparison.
because 40 was so big, bro.
Yeah,
40, we had like
so
we had Endgame, we had Endgame in 40.
I think 42 definitely needs this mystery, this anything can happen, this, you can't outright guess the winner of the Rumble. You can't outright guess the winner of the Chamber.
Hmm.
Of the Chamber. I'm excited finally, I think.
Yeah,
Going into
yeah,
WrestleMania season. And it
yeah.
has nothing to do with the build up for the Rumble because I retain that message. The Rumble is next week, this Saturday
They
coming,
forgot. They just
and
remembered.
that build up was atrocious.
That build up was just as fast as they built up for the arena for the actual Rumble.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
and on top of that, there's not like any additional superstars in it. This isn't like 50 greatest Royal Rumble rules or nothing like that, which I
We
would have.
might there is a possibility for a surprise. I mean, there's always a possibility for surprise with Rumble, but maybe, possibly, we know a certain Chris Jericho's contract is up. We might get a. Do you guys think we'll see Chris Jericho at the Rumble?
Yes.
What you think, Focus? Yeah, you said 7 days.
I think I'm past them 7 days already.
Damn. Well, we shall see what happens when we get a countdown of a Y2J or Judas effect.
You
We
know,
shall see. I'm open to
my
it.
only issue with if he did come back and he did come back with the Judas theme
Hmm.
is,
Which she
will
totally
they
did.
be singing it in Saudi?
No, no.
I kind of want to
It's
sing.
for to
I
come back
kind of
in
want to hear them
Saudi.
sing.
Yeah, no, no. If they're coming back in Saudi, nah, you got to come back with that old school Y2J. They're not going to be. They're not. You got to save that for an American crowd or UK crowd. Not saying that the Saudi fans are not smart. I'm not
Let
saying
me
that.
hear them Kathy.
It's classic. They're in a WWE bubble. They don't even call wrestling wrestling. They call it WWE. You know what I'm saying? That's how I perceive it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they really know of AEW like that. Like it might be like a whisper, like, oh yeah, there's another company. Yeah. But so I think if he's coming back at Saudi, you come back with that classic Y2J. Don't do that. Don't don't don't, don't. What we
So
got next?
we had the Rhea Ripley EO title defense against
Oh, excellent
Roxanne
match.
Perez and
Great
Liv
match.
Morgan. Great match, got your
Mhm.
way. They retained the championships. I didn't see them losing it so soon, but it made me feel like either we see the demise of the Judgment Day as far as Liv Morgan's involvement. I feel like there's a swerve coming soon, or we need to get the Judgment Day some titles.
We do. I feel like the Judgment Day is gonna break up because Liv is gonna get really jealous of
Raquel.
Raquel because I think Raquel is gonna beat Stephanie at the Royal Rumble, and that's gonna cause a lot of tension.
You
I
know
love
what?
Steph. She doesn't need that championship
It's
anymore.
time.
She'd probably be better without the championship because they haven't booked her well with the championship. You know
Raquel
what I'm saying?
just
So
deserves it. I think
she
she's had
does.
her most
She does.
improved year in her whole career, honestly.
She's on her back well.
She's on her Backwell shit.
You know what I'm saying? Well, back, well, shit. You feel me? You know what I'm
So
saying? Get
I
her the
think it's
strap.
time. I think it's time. And Stephanie, as much as we like her,
We put her over. Good job.
there's no mouthpiece. We need a better mouthpiece. We need some storylines that are gonna and it's not necessarily her fault too much because her storyline got convoluted with the whole Naomi getting pregnant and she had to
Mhm.
wait to get her championship match.
Right. Then
So
she had a random Nikki Bella pop up.
yeah, that
Like,
whole Nikki Bella storyline was a dud. Like it came and
yeah,
went. Um,
it hasn't been great. It
no
hasn't been
fault
great.
to them because I actually did enjoy Nikki's comeback. I did.
Yeah,
Um, and I like the way she's presenting herself currently. But it's time. I think if they're not gonna give Stephanie somebody who could cut these promos or pair her with these women that can out promo her and get us invested, it's time to move along until she has a rivals to go against that could hold down multiple months of story.
I agree. She needs Stephanie needs a Becky. She needs a Charlotte. She needs a Jade. She needs a Bianca. She needs somebody that she can bounce that ball that they haven't really been presenting. They haven't been presenting Stephanie in the best light since she's been champion. She needs to, like you said, somebody that can cut those promos that can really keep the ball rolling. So, but there's plenty of time. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of time for that, man. AAA are having shows every week now, eh?
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, I think we should
Weekly
give AAA having
thank you,
shows every
on
week now,
YouTube,
man.
for
YouTube.
AAA got
promoting
shows out
that.
every week.
To no help of WWE, letting us know on their weekly episodic shows, about three, the four that they have. They don't let us know that AAA is having an event until it's
Right,
already happened or it's
right,
right there about to happen. So, yes, AAA has a weekly show. It just started. It's on Fox. We got
right.
about four matches, a couple quick segments, but this is where WWE's influence is starting to finally show outside of the obvious interactions they've been having in matches.
Mm-hmm.
Storylines are starting to be built. We got left off with a cliffhanger. What happened to Psycho Clown? We got the introduction of Minnie Vikingo. So, new people, storylines leading in and out. Um,
Mini
we still had WWE main roster interaction on the show. So
mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good
I'm excited.
collaboration. You know what?
I'm
I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little scared for AAA and TNA because we've seen this. If history is anything to tell, WWE comes in with the olive branch and ends up with a knife in your back and your company and your all your stars. And that's just how they genuinely do it. So it's nice to see a change. This is a genuine collaboration. Like this is AAA under WWE production and WWE superstars and stuff like that. So I'm glad to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's exposing AAA.
hearing about WWE partnering with other companies for years
Because they
because
colonize us.
yeah, they do colonize, but the TNA partnership is working, the AAA
Mm-hmm.
partnership is working, and
AMC.
that's a lot more than I can say for other promotions. Um, their partnerships are working in a way that we've actually seen elevation, growth, and benefit for the other company.
This is
So
true.
more
True.
of that.
More
I know what you're alluding to, so let's just jump right into it. The New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW partnership, it hasn't been great lately. It hasn't been great.
Yeah.
It hasn't been great. It's just, here's the thing. With WWE, they used to come and just gut other promotions. The reason why I don't blame AEW is because it's the individual, it's Jay White, it's Will Ospreay's, it's these individual people choosing to leave New Japan and go to AEW for more money and more eyes. So I can't be mad at I can't be mad at AEW for signing Will Ospreay. Why would you not sign Will Ospreay? Why would you not sign Jay White? Why would you not sign these guys? So I can't fault them for that. But in the act, New Japan has like just fallen off, man. They're just like They're not. They're just kind of almost. I hate to say it.
Boring.
They're kind of almost non-existent
They're
sometimes. You know
boring
what I'm
now.
saying?
The
But
the in ring is always
Just
gonna
get
be
started.
good.
always,
The
always,
strong style is it's like lucha. It's something differently presented that
yeah,
it's never gonna go out of style. But you guys lost star power. You guys lost the people that could
everybody.
connect to other people outside of Japan. You've lost the interest outside of, oh hey, they're gonna be on AEW and they're fighting our favorite from AEW. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I blame
And
a lot
historically,
of
I
this
won't cut
not
you off,
on
but
Tony and AEW, but just the Bullet
they
Club
need better
leaving ever
business.
since.
They need a better business
Like
practice,
this,
even for
on
even beyond Tony Khan. Why everybody's contract ends in January?
Yeah, that just doesn't make
W,
sense.
come on, like, come on, we gotta. My bad. I don't mean to cut y'all up, but I was like, come on, we
Yeah,
gotta.
that doesn't even make sense. But
I, bl- I blame Tanahashi. Like I said, he couldn't go in the ring. He couldn't go as president.
You shut your dirty mouth, Focus. You shut your dirty mouth. Don't you speak of Tanahashi like that? His
you know
hair is
how I feel. You
amazing.
know how I feel
Tell
about
us.
His hair
Tanahashi.
got cut. He cut his hair.
He cut his hair.
Even corporate Tanahashi can't go.
You shut your filthy mouth, AJ. You shut your mouth. You speak of Tanahashi like that. His hair is still amazing and it flows.
There's not going anywhere.
Nah, it flew.
Seen it.
It flew.
Let's move on from such blasphemous topics. All right, let's move on from such blasphemous topics, man.
So
I think in a couple of matches you should go out of your way to see, just across the board, Roderick Strong versus Claudio Castagnoli from Collision. If you want to see somebody do an outfit change and get a number in the middle of a match, watch Collision. Shout out to Andrade, smooth as ice. Um, Kenny Omega is back in form. He had a match with Josh Alexander, and he even said after the match, you know, I haven't felt this good in years, and he looked good. You know what I'm saying? He looked good. The main event scene for that for the Triple B is really big. I do think they can maybe spread it out a little bit more, but I think AEW.
you know,
Go ahead.
in MJF, I'm seeing a
Uh,
lot of MJF fatigue online.
really?
Yeah, I posted, the promo with him and Tony, and he
Mhm.
has to chill.
He has
Right?
no chill.
He
I'm
has
like,
to chill because he just disparaged Tony from the moment he set eyes on him, from the moment he opened his mouth and cut his promo. It's always fun. It's always hilarious. It's always out of left field when he how disrespectful he comes. But
he got
yeah,
to chill.
those people complaining, and that was what the common census on the post was, that a lot of people are tired of the same promo style, and just it's a one trick pony. They're trying to say. Some people were even on this is on the TikTok Kayfabe Avenue account. You can go check out. Um, some people even said he wishes he was Miz, and that Miz is doing what he wishes he could do.
They're like destiny swaps.
Yeah, like something like
I
that.
would it would be cool to see unfiltered Miz with not having to worry about riding PG guidelines. That would be cool. I personally don't feel any MJF. This is who he is. MJF has been this guy since he debuted in BTE back in like 2018. Like if anything, he's consistent. This is who he's been.
Yeah,
He ain't switched up nothing. If anything, he just become more of an asshole. Like this is who he is. This is who he was. This is his gimmick. I don't know. I'd be upset if he did switch his gimmick. Like fucking what nice
a
guy
little.
MJF?
Yeah, nice guy MJF. He could never pull that off to me.
Right. Like
You're forever
what you
locked in
want.
this heel shit talking gimmick for me.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
change something, but his promo style has to stay.
I would say AEW is also kind of switched. They have stayed strong. I was a little worried about their women's tag team division. They have not wavered. Their tag team division. And I would say overall in wrestling, the women's tag team in wrestling and all of wrestling has been a lot stronger than the men's in all companies, in AEW and WWE. The tag team division, shout out to the people who are booking that. The women's division, tag team division has been great in all companies all over.
Then more women from their
Mhm.
already packed roster instead of banking on nostalgia and
Going
going
here and
out
there.
getting legends and trying to stuff their roster with people from the past. So
Yesteryear.
it's a good thing that because I was completely like, but why? You have two divisions right now that you can barely fill the card for, as far as the TBS Women's Championship and the AEW Women's Championship.
Mhm.
Why would you add a tag team title to that? But hey, if it's working, it's
I feel
working.
like they need to re-sign the women they just released a couple months ago.
I
Just
think they just well Mercedes. I mean not Mercedes Martinez.
You telling me
I
you
think that'd
don't
be all
want
right.
Nixon Newell?
You don't want Abaddon?
no, I'm saying that they should rehire them.
Oh, oh,
That's
oh.
what I'm
I,
saying.
I think they've done a good job. Mercedes
Focus
is really
wants
holding
Nixon
down
Newell
the
back on
division.
AEW TV.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah, they've done it.
Facts. Give
You
give
know,
her a give her a 30-second match.
I think you said the key word there, AJ. I think this is a great transition, man, as we start to bring this plane home. Nostalgia, man. Nostalgia, nostalgia, nostalgia. Um, Listen, we all grew up in the Attitude Era. We were tape swapping, trying to find out which channel ECW was on, WCW, Monday Night Wars. We were there. We lived through it. It was great. If you wanted to argue that was the greatest time in wrestling, you would have a great argument. But there has to come a time, when you gotta move on. We all seen the end of Stranger Things, right? In the scene where Will, his little sister and his brothers and all the little kids, they are playing D&D now, right? WWE. We need to sit down and you need to pull out your Nintendo 64, pull out your new Mercy, go into your mom's basement and let it go. Okay, the Attitude Era was great. We loved it. Yes, let it go. It was in 1999. We are in 2026. Let it go. The superstars are selling out more arenas. The place where you guys used to have WrestleManias, they have a Raw and SmackDowns there now. They're selling out, making more money. WWE is at a reach more than ever before. I love the old school. I love it. I was there. But guys, can we please let it go? Please, I'm off my soapbox. What do you guys think?
Promotion.
That is like the tip of the iceberg, but it's just they're always stroking the nostalgia cock. They
It's true.
are like goodness gracious, like
It's true.
it
So,
like
um, WWE 2K26, they revealed on SmackDown they will have a Attitude Era edition. And then on Saturday night's main event, they revealed that they'll have a Monday Night War edition, which is the WCW packs. Now, Rich isn't even someone who plays video games on a regular basis. As someone who does and has purchased every single SmackDown, every single WWE 2K video game since SmackDown's inception, yeah, they're banking on this nostalgia, dog. All of the characters that they revealed on Friday's promo and Saturday's promo have already been in the game every year. There's not a single character in that reveal that is a new character from that era. The Dudley Boys were in it last year after a little break, but literally everyone else has been in a WWE video game for the better part of the last 20 years. I don't think they have enough faith in the stars that they've made since to start banking on other areas of nostalgia because it's basically the Attitude Era because they don't even go back to the Golden Era, the Hogans and that. You know how much content they could have gave us from that era or Ruthless Aggression, which I will add, will probably be another aspect of this video game, more than likely being shown tonight on WWE Raw. So they are doing the eras thing, but when you keep going back to just one time frame, it's like, all right, dog, what did everybody else do though? So we didn't enjoy Brock Lesnar's run, Eddie's run. We can't get a reliving of the Evolution days, the Straight Edge Society. Hey, can I relive Jeff Hardy's run as a champion? Remember when you guys decided to have this crazy idea of have ECW as a third brand? Why not relive some of that as
Nope.
a little
No.
piece?
Attitude Era, AJ. Attitude Era. That's all you get is Attitude Era. Okay? That's all you get.
Since the Attitude Era, we've had Ruthless
I want the
Aggression.
FCW. I want the FCW edition. I want to play with Leaky instead of Ramen.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. You don't get none of that. Why would you get that? We'll just give
We
you. We'll just
had
give you the
I,
Attitude Era,
I
bro.
want to play with Bo Dallas instead of Uncle Howdy.
Nope. 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 You just get Attitude Era, bro. We'll just give you the 20th version of the Rock and Stone Cold, which are my favorites. It's no knock on them. It's just here's to put this in perspective. This was the Attitude Era. Roman Reigns' title reign was longer than the entire Attitude Era. We can move on, guys. We can move on. Like it's okay.
That's crazy. Roman Reigns' run
It was
is
longer than the
bigger
Attitude
than
Era.
longer than the and bigger because they did make more money doing Roman's run. That's just a fact.
Facts.
They expanded
Cody,
in almost every single way during Roman's run. The expansion of WWE didn't really happen until the end of the Attitude Era.
right?
So,
Cody and Roman Reigns have the two biggest WrestleMania gates of all
I
time.
mean, I get
We
it
can
because the
we can
Attitude
move
Era
on.
is the reason we're here. The
Yeah,
Golden Era and the eras before that paved the way, but WWE wouldn't exist in this current form if all those pieces didn't happen. So, if we really wanted to look at this current company and what was the true foundation of why we're here, it is the Attitude Era. But there's other avenues. And if it's just the marketing, just to get this game
uh,
over, that's kind of sad too. There's a long list of rosters. And you know what? Stop selling me Attitude Era skins. Make the game good. Make the game good.
my thing is, what is my question to you guys is, well, like, we have superstars of today is Roman and Cody and Punk and Jade and Charlotte. Are they not international, worldwide super? Are they not
They're going
recognizable?
to get their
Roman
nostalgia
Reigns
run
is
in
like
10
the biggest
years.
thing in India. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys do worldwide tours. I love Stone Cold. I love the Attitude Era, but it's just like we don't need to bank on stars of yesteryear. We don't. We have stars of today. We have it. We've seen it. They're in movies. They're selling. Their WrestleManias are the biggest WrestleManias of all time. Bigger than Rock and Austin. Bigger than Hogan. Bigger than anybody.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't get
time
it.
to put
And I,
some
and
respect
I
on it.
remember 13 years ago when they brought back the Attitude Era, ironically, when CM Punk was on the cover for 2013,
And
like this
we're
is like
repeating here.
nostalgia like
We're repeating.
3.0.
They're like tripling down on nostalgia because you're bringing back Attitude Era elements, so that's what you're promoting. In the same time as you're promoting CM Punk might be the cover star and have his own showcase, and that's the game you did the Attitude Era comeback. So
Yeah. But hey, listen,
let's give
I'm
you
not mad
nostalgia.
at it.
How about nostalgia for the era? Nostalgia for this game that's 10 plus years old, and then we're gonna give you extra nostalgia with the CM Punk showcase.
It,
Just sell
it's
me a
just
good
it's
fucking game. Update the rosters. Give me people I've never been able to play with, and just give me a fucking career mode that actually represents what I want to do in a fucking wrestling environment. That's
and
it.
an arena customization where I could act like TKO and just put advertisements everywhere.
Yeah. What if I just want my character to sit behind a
What
desk and just act scared when CM Punk walks by?
what if What if I just want to have a logo just on Michael Cole's face? You
You know,
know, what if
anything,
You
anything.
know what?
You know,
what if,
it's
what if my show is
it,
sponsored by Dick Lasers and I want to have a dick laser on fucking Pac McAfee's face?
You know what? You know what?
I think we can talk to Dick Laser. So with that being
Right.
said,
We can do this all day.
hey,
Good God.
please like, share, subscribe. Find us all at Kayfabe Avenue on all streaming platforms, wherever you get your podcast. Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Share, follow, give us your comments, follow the TikTok, let us know what you think, and take us home. Wow, Dick Lasers. It's crazy.